All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. So, as some of you guys out there may recall, I have this semi-annual series that I do on my channel where I talk about my top fragrance purchases for the year so far, man. I do it semi-annually, I do it at the midpoint for the year, and I do it at the end of the year. And since we are halfway through the year, it's time for the halfway point. So today I'm telling you guys about the top 5 fragrances that I've purchased in 2018 so far. So in this video series, man, here's something to keep in mind. One, I talk about what I've purchased so far year to date. But as a reminder, the fragrance doesn't have to come out this year. It just means that I've purchased the fragrance this year. At the time of, recording this video, I've either purchased or acquired in one way or another about 60 fragrances or so. Majority of these I've purchased. Obviously, some people send me some things, but majority of these fragrances I purchased with my own hard-earned money, man. Out here breaking my bones for this cologne, perfume, scented water. Now, in my opinion, I think 60 fragrances so far is a lot of fragrance acquisitions. I mean, I think that's some people's entire collection, not bragging at all. I haven't had an opportunity to wear them all, but these are the ones that have really gotten me excited. I don't think I have reviews on all of these, so maybe I do. No, I do not. I do not have reviews on all of these. So, without any further ado, let's talk about them. So the number 5 fragrance was sent to me, and it was one I was actually really excited to receive. This one comes from the people over at Parfums Vintage, and it's Intrigo Devastante Intense. Now, I'm sure many of you guys out there who have had this fragrance or have a lot of fragrances might say that this one is not a top 5 fragrance, and I agree, but this one fills a void for me. I mean, when I smell this one, it just takes me back in time. Now, Intrigo Devastante Intense is a clone of Dolce & Gabbana's By Man. Now, I am okay and happy with what they did with this fragrance. When you think about the original, man, it's been so long since I actually smelled the original. I think the original was discontinued maybe in the early 2000s. So, I mean, I don't have an original bottle, man, so I don't know what to compare it to. But when I smell this one, it just takes me back. I can okay, this is definitely along those lines. I smell it. It evokes memory already, so I like it. Now, I know some of you fragrance purists out there like, why would you just get the clone, man? Go buy the original. Well, here's my thoughts, man. So aside from the price, I mean, I purchase fragrances at that price point all the time, and I treat fragrances just like shoes, man. Like, listen, I would rather spend $600, $800 on a pair of shoes that cost $600, $800 versus buying a pair of shoes like this that are $200 and give you $800 for it as a resale price. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. Now, here's the thing. I think the original goes between $300 and $500, right? But I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued for like at least 10 years or so. I mean, I could be wrong with that number, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 years, man. I just don't know if I would trust the quality of a bottle that's, 10 years old, spending $300 to $500 on that. It's not like fine wine, okay? It's a fragrance, all right? Just my personal thoughts and opinions. Leave what you as you will. But in the number 5 spot, we have Intrigo Devastante Intense. Now, I've been talking about this next fragrance since I added it to the collection. This one is a 2018 release, and it's Velvet from the House of Commodity. Now, Velvet is a part of Commodity's Black collection, and in my personal opinion, I think this is probably one of the most sensual scents that I've purchased this year. To me, this one is a dark, woody, spicy, and sensual scent that is very reminiscent to By the Fireplace. But Velvet has the added note of rose, which makes it different enough to warrant both of these being in my collection. I think I did the unboxing video for this one, so I will link it below if you guys care to hear all my thoughts and opinions on it. It'll be linked below. Now, my number 3 pickup is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. Now, I won't go too in depth with this one, but I mean, I've talked about this one a lot, man. As you can see, I've had the juice for not that long. It's a dent in here, so you guys know how I feel about it. The reason why I'm not going to talk about this one too much is because I have not done it for review. I had it set to go up. I was going to put it up last week, but I got sick. So the review is coming on this one, man. I will give you all my thoughts and opinions, but in the meantime, if you care to check it out, I'll link the unboxing video below. Now, my number 2 pickup for 2018 could have been number 3, right? I went back and forth on this one, and even in the unboxing video that I did for this one, I talked about going back and forth. I wasn't quite sure, but so far I think number 2 is where this one's landing for what I've picked up. This one comes from Chanel and it's Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now, all things considered about this fragrance, right? It's a great fragrance. It smells good, has good performance. But I think a part of it was the chase with this fragrance. Like, listen, I knew that it was coming. Okay, I think everyone knew that it was coming. So it wasn't a way that it was going to get past me. But I was like hunting it down. I was going across multiple stores trying to find it. People calling me, updating me on when it was coming in because I wanted to make sure that I could get it to you guys in a timely manner. And I think that was exciting, man. I enjoyed that piece of it. It's kind of like, you know, you looking for something back in it. Now everything's like kind of plug and play. If I want it, click it, buy it, versus being able, except for shoes, man. I strike out on shoes so many goddamn times. Like, luckily for me, I don't do like just strictly shoe reviews because I would suck at life. But maybe they would send them to me at that point, so who knows. Now, overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this one, man. I think this is one of the best flankers from the Bleu de Chanel lineup. I mean, you have to, they were all nice, but in my personal opinion, I think that this one takes the cake. I mean, to me, this one is versatile, has good performance, and it's a crowd pleaser. I'm not sure what more you can ask for from a fragrance. I know some people out there may not feel the same way I do about this one, but I'm happy to have this one in collection. It's in the number 2 spot. And the fragrance I'm most happy about picking up this year is the only fragrance on the list today that was not released in 2018. In fact, this one was released in 2014. It comes from KIlian, and this one is Sacred Wood. Now, I've been familiar with this fragrance, but I just neglected to pick it up. I was in Saks one day. I was picking up the Love the Way You Taste KIlian, and I got word that they were going to discontinue Sacred Wood. So I ended up picking this one up, and I also picked it up in the travel size as well. So it was so nice, I had to get it twice. This one is a super dope fragrance, man. And if you haven't gotten your nose on it, make sure you do so. Make sure you at least get a chance to smell it before it goes away, because once it's gone forever. I don't have an official review on this one yet. I don't actually have any content up on this one yet, so I will get around to doing that at some point. This one is from KIlian's Asian Tales collection. This is probably one of my favorite sandalwood fragrances out there in the market, man. This one is a phenomenal scent. They should be available in stores right now, man. And my local Saks isn't getting any more shipments in, at least they haven't. So check out your Saks. If I can find someplace that has it, I will link it below for you guys. If the Saks doesn't have it, just ask if you can order it, right? They might have a tester there, like, hey, can you order this one for me? Because I got scolded from my Saks. I was walking through there with my wife's Mother's Day present, which was a bag from Louis Vuitton, and they got mad at me. They're like, why didn't you order it from us? I'm like, well, 1, you don't have Louis Vuitton in the store. They're like, well, we could order it. 2, it's not on your website. But nonetheless, man, those are my top 5 pickups so far this year. Now, as always, I want to know, what are your top 5 pickups? Maybe you don't have 5. Maybe you just only have 1. One fragrance that you saved up for, and you're like, boom, this is what I have Big Bear B, and this is why I love it. I want to know, man, because maybe those are some fragrances that I need to pick up. Maybe in the back half of the year, I need to pick up 90 fragrances. I don't know, and might be one of them. So comment below and let me know. And let me know, man, as always, what did you pick up? Because I might want it. Now, as always, I'm your boy Big Bear B. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. And back from what? Back from my cold. Hit the goddamn bell.